Hello, how are you? Glad you can make it. My name is Anthony Gray. Welcome to another edition of Grayscale. I'm going to try to attempt to paint a flower that's eluded me quite a bit because an inherent fear of actually painting them, which is the iris. The iris has very beautiful skirt-like petals. Okay, I'm gonna draw one with a series of petals and such. This type of flowers, I think is probably technically a lot more simpler to paint than the rose, but because of the skirts and the frills that are surrounding the petals, might throw you off a little bit. Also, irises have these very long, thick leaves. Don't have the pretty type of leaves that I like to draw or paint. This is 11 by 15 inch watercolor paper. Now, the unusual color that you see is a cobalt blue mixed with nothing but black, and that's it. That's what I coated this with. All right, and I just took the brush, painted it, took my those who are familiar with this site know my little favorite brush, took it, did one of those numbers all over the place, which gives us the cobalt and black look that you see here. Okay, bottom petals are usually different color than the top. All right, but right now I think I'll sketch in, or I'll paint in some of the stems, and I'll probably do the majority of the painting with a 1/2 inch brush. All right, 1/2 inch flat. Okay, and we're gonna get right on to it and how I will really and whatnot. Okay, as I'm doing it, and that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna paint right through the whole thing. It's really kind of a blocking in, paint right through that petal. It'll give a sense of transparency once I get to the actual petal itself. But as you see, this part really isn't that difficult. Nice little stem, just like that. And try to keep it as smooth and flowing as you can. Now, if I don't want it as thick as the white pencil, that's quite all right, because the marks on the white pencil can just go away. I'm dipping into some yellow real quick, just to establish a little bit of highlight and whatnot around here. Now, you might think that's a little strong, but not if you keep rubbing it back and forth. Okay, just like that. Maybe a little bit of something around here, and you can scrumble and blend some of that in. So it's not, and plus once it dries, it'll have a totally different look to it anyway. I'm just going back into my sap green, because when you get a lit side, you got to have a dark side, right? And so I'm just strengthening that dark on the other side, and you just wipe back and forth with that the sap green, and if you can see, you already get a lit and a dark side just that quickly, just like that. All right, smooth it around and all that good stuff, just like so. Okay, and we'll get back into doing more stuff like this a little bit later on. Right here, the highlight here really wouldn't make sense because the petal's going through it. Okay, so I'll take a little edge of yellow, just a little edge, and maybe I'll give them a little something around in here, just like that. I'll turn them around a bit, just a little bit of highlight, just like so. Going right back into the sap green again, and once again, I'm going to get a little leaf there, just like that nice little shape, and we're gonna go right back down. This one here doesn't go all the way down because obviously we're gonna have those thick green leaves, coming around there. And I customarily will lighten up one side wherever I feel the light will make the strongest play at. Okay, and I'm just rubbing on one side a little more. One's a lit side, one's kind of in the shadow. Okay, much like that. We'll add other stuff with it as we move along. Okay. stem number 3. This fella, he has more of a stem. We'll add a little more, I don't know if you would say texture or whatnot, but we'll add a little more to him. Right now I'm just blocking this guy in, just like so. And we'll give him a little curl here. A little curl, come on out like that, just like so. Okay, and we'll add little bits of, you know, little bits of yellow. Maybe something right around there. I'm just getting a little line of yellow. Still want to establish where the bright spots would be. Okay. And if it appears to be a little brighter than you think it should, don't worry, it'll die down in a second or two. Okay. We'll be putting in little dark spots in there. Make it interesting. Okay, but that, like I said, it'll come a little bit later. Put a little line there. You don't have to go all the way down, just like that. All right. I'm gonna take a little touch of blue, just a slight touch, and we'll go over here on the green side. And we'll pop in some of that there. Bring in some of that around in here too. Just a little bit of whatever. It darkens the leaves a little bit, especially on one side. Okay. And just blend it back and forth. Okay, that's all I'm doing. And a little bit of dark in here. This will all make sense as we keep going on. Okay, we'll scrumble on some other interesting happenings with it. Though a little small touch of blue, we'll put it over here. And we'll just darken some of that right in there like that. All right, I'm gonna wipe my brush off, get my handy towel up above here. When doing the flowers, you know, stay kind of focused, and don't ever forget to have a good time. I'm getting a little bit of white, titanium white, and some green. I never did tell you the colors. I got cad red, sap green, titanium white, cad yellow, and phthalo blue. That's about all I have. Over here on the light side, I'm using the side of the brush, okay, and pop in a little bit of highlights here and there, like that. I'm just rubbing it straight down. Some of it to catch, some of it may not. Okay, play around with the light side a little bit, and it's got a little bit of green in with that white. It's not total white. All right, still no medium. Okay, I'll take it, slightly wet brush, and I'll, you know, kind of glaze some of that around, just to smooth around some of that color there, just a little bit. This is in the petal anyway, but it's all right. Some of it should show. All right, and I'll leave it alone just like that. Remember, we're going to be adding other stuff in there, here and there. Okay, my battery ran out. Had to fix that real quick. Alrighty, and we shall continue on. Well, what color should I really make these guys? Well, I think red would be a pretty slick color to do them. So what we're going to do is bring you in a little bit. Matter of fact, that one would be as good as one as any, right? Why not? This is like a little bulb here. Okay, and I'm gonna block it toward the bottom like this. Okay, and we'll just block some of that guy in like that, just like that. Add some little ripples, just like that. You see the different types of colorations and tones you're getting off this guy already, and I'm just blocking him in. No real rhyme or reason, just blocking this guy in just like that. All right, now you're gonna work with that. You're gonna have this painting work for you. Getting some more blue just to darken it in. I'm just rubbing it in certain spots, just like that. A little more blue. Let's get some more little pockets of dark in there. Just rub it in there, just like that. No medium. Let it dry, just like that. Okay. Now, if you're familiar with doing flowers, you can already see pockets of stuff happening just with that, all by itself. let's go to the other guy. Right across and a little bit lower. Right there and a little bit lower. All right, now let's take a little bit of blue, a little bit of that red, a little more blue, a little bit of that red. We're gonna get a darker red right in here, right in here. Pop it in there just like that. I want them a little darker though, a little bit darker, just like this. Okay, add a little, little points and peaks to it right there, and give him a little curve right in there, just like that. But he's a little darker. All right, we're gonna go back into our quote-unquote brighter red. All right, and we're gonna just like that. We're gonna, now the camera's tracking my movements. That's why you see the camera moving. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with the camera. It's just got the track thing on it. And obviously, we're gonna go a little darker down here on the bottom. Now, I'm touching and going with my dark, because you don't really want it too dark. There's no medium on this brush. I'm patting away. It is just blending naturally with what I already have. All right, and it's nothing but phthalo blue. Mixing it with the red gives it a maroon, but it looks kind of black. And right in here, give it a little pocket of color right in there. Okay, just like so. Now, in case you might think that might be a little too bright, well, then you do one of these numbers, and we're just playing around right now, but we're gonna blend it right in there like so. Okay, pop some of that in there like that. I think we're good. We'll leave that alone, and we'll work with this. Brighten it up a little bit over there, even though it's dark. All right. Alrighty then. So I'm gonna rinse this paint out. So you can pretty much see it's kind of on the obvious red side. All right. What am I going to do with this big guy right here? Well, let's go with the ripples and all of that up here first. Okay. I guess I can have it a little bit on the lighter side, which is cool. So what we'll do is I'm gonna play around for 1 second with some yellow. I'll play with the yellow in here. This will make sense in a second or two, just like that. And we'll bring it around that way, just like that. Okay, and we'll scrape some. Well, can't scrape much of nothing when it's like that wet. All right, we're gonna make some of that disappear a little bit, and I'll wipe it on my brush. Now let's take a little bit of that blue, not too much of the blue, just a tiny little speck of blue, because all of a sudden when we do that, it's gonna turn a green on you like that. Okay, but it's a different type of green, just like that. We'll fade it in there like that, because it's gonna fade into another color there. Okay, so I'm just cleaning off my brush, and let's smooth some of that out. Let's wipe that out. Now, whatever color I'm gonna add for a lighter color is gonna have white in it, so it's gonna wipe some of that off anyway. So if it all doesn't come out, that's fine too. We got a nice little tint of the green working in here. The green is kind of blooming out into whatever color I put up here. All right, okay. All right, I want to get a little bit of red, put it into this blue and get a nice deep maroon, but because of the color of the background and such, this maroon will look and appear black, even though it's a deep maroon. Okay, I'm just pre-doing some things like shadows or whatnot. Like there'll be a shadow here. There'll be a little bit of a cast shadow up here. Okay, like this, and maybe a little bit under here. I have a little bit up under here. Just a little shadow play. There'll probably be a little bit on here on the outside one. Now we'll be working with all of this a little bit later. But just to separate some of those guys. All right. And since we're already up here, I might as well mess around with whatever I want to be up there. I'll take a little bit of the white. I got this kind of bluey purple looking stuff going on with this titanium white. So I'll use that first. I'm getting some of that bluish purple color, putting it into the white. I'm getting some glycerin. Okay, and I'm putting the glycerin into this white. One, to loosen up the color a little bit, all right? And I don't want it as opaque. Okay, we'll work with the first one. This guy. We'll work with this guy. We'll start blocking in stuff. Just like this. We'll start, put the little feather things on it like that, little ripples. And we'll just paint all this in, just like that. And it is in a fan-like direction. So when it comes to where that green is, you just kind of want to wisp it in there. Okay, just like that. Wisp it in there real light. Just like that. Wisp it right into that green. Just like that. Okay. Real smooth. Alright. Just like so. Like I say, we wisp some of that color in there. Like that. Okay. I'm going to get, a slight touch of that blue. Get some medium, because I want more of a glaze than anything else. It'll be more medium than paint. Especially on top of paint you just laid down. Alright. And we're going to get some subtle shadows in there. Now how you get them is every dip will be a shadow. Like right in here would be a shadow. Be a shadow in here. You can curve it around and whatnot, but it's still a shadow. Alright, let me get my, I don't know why I got my palette sitting right here when I got to put it in my hand. I don't have the capability as of right now to have the, I mean I do have it, I just don't know how to do it with YouTube. But I'll slap some shadow in there. Bring some of that right up in there like that. It kind of, all of it curves inward. The slightest shadow kind of curves in. Now this is a shadow, even though it's really light, but that's okay. Just like that. Let's throw some shadow play in there, like so. That'll be all brightened up and whatnot a little bit later. Let's get some more blue and get another touch of red. Make some dark maroon again, which will appear black, and we all know it's not. That's just our secret. Okay. All right. We're gonna go on the outer fringe petals, like stuff around here. It will fan out a little bit like this. Go in the direction like a fan. Sometimes it comes out a little more. Sometimes it stays in, just like that. Okay, just like that. We're gonna fan some of those guys out too, a little bit like that. All right. A little bit of that in there too, but we're gonna do stuff with all of that. Okay, just like that. Let's take some nothing but titanium white right now. Now I could use a smaller brush for this, but we'll do it with this one, see how it works out. Pure titanium white. Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of fan out, pressing down, and we're gonna go in like that. Nothing but pure titanium white right now. And we're gonna give it a little push, press, and release. Put them in there like that. Same thing with this guy. Curve him, and curve him in. Go on down like that, just like so. Make that a little bit smoother transition going down there. Okay, like so. And we're gonna come in like that, come back in, just like a little fan, just like that. Let's give a little push to that one, then we'll curve him in there. Bring him in like so. Have him come in a little further too. And we're gonna mellow some of that out, just like that. Okay. And fade it right in there. Give him a little edge here. bring them right in, just like that. And we'll give him a little edge too, just like that. Okay. All right. As I'm looking at it, I'm just getting a little bit of that dark color, and I'm gonna just fan it outward, just like that. See, you can play with some of that dark, and there we go. Little subtle changes of color here and there. Have it come right up in there, fade out a little bit. It kind of sets some of that color back. There, like so. So I'm still checking it out here and there in little spots just to see how it looks. Taking a little bit more white, got to do with a little more control. There, something like that, and bring it on in there. Because they have a little curve to them. All right. Drag some of that down, smooth that out a little bit. And got a little bit of peak here too. Right up in here. And bring him in like that. Just like so. We're going to flare those other guys out there too. So let's get a little touch of blue, put it into the white. Don't make it entirely white. And I'm gonna go back into my little bit of medium, put it right up in there. It just thins out the paint just a little bit. And we'll start flaring out some other ones here. Just like this. And just like that. So that's one there. We'll do another one here. And I'm overlap on some, go in on others, like a little curve. I'm just getting some more. You guys should still see it. Just like that, just curve it right up in there. Give a little curve. Now you see it breaking up, that's because I need more medium. Okay. And I'm gonna keep it going. I'm going right off the tape a little bit. Okay. Just like that. It's all like a fan. I'm giving it a little push, a little edge. Just like that. Going right down. And give it a little more paint here. A little more paint, a little more blue into that white. Okay. And I'm getting a little more of the glycerin. Rub that in there. Loosen up the paint a little bit. And we give them a nice little curve right in there like that. And then we'll put the other guys in there. And we'll just like that. Now I know I'm covering up some of that dark, but we're gonna have that dark return. So don't worry about that. Just smooth it out a little bit. Okay, that darkness will return. We're gonna go in reverse and bring some of that dark right back out. All right. Won't be too difficult to do. Let's get some more phthalo blue here. A little bit of phthalo blue, a little bit of this red, mix it in together, get a nice deep color here. Okay. And we're gonna go and we're gonna take it and go in the other direction. Just like this. Some of it comes out a little more than others. Just like that. All right. And just like that. All right. And we'll bring some of those guys out there like that. Maybe this one here have a little more shadow because it brings maybe that petal out a little bit more. And some of it we're just breaking up there. Okay, we can play around with some of that. We're going to brighten some or cover up some of that a little bit. Now as I'm doing this, okay, obviously it's bringing some of that petal in front, but you see the direction that I'm taking with it. Bring some of it right here, real light touch. The striations are what you're looking for. Okay, just like that. Okay, so So that brings this fella right on out, sinks some of him back in there. Okay, and that's basically what I'm looking for as of right now. All right, now I'm going to take nothing but pure white. Everything is a building process, just a little bit right on the tip of my brush. I'll show you what it looks like. Looks like that. Okay, just on the tip of the brush there. There you go. Yeah, right on the side, right on the top here. Press and go in. Press and go in. Press and go in. Doesn't necessarily have to be straight. You can put it in at an angle if you would like. We'll bring that in a little bit more. Yeah. A little bit here. Just like that. Okay. All right. And I'm just using just the tip. Just the tip. I'll have this one come out a little bit more, come down, and then travel away. Same thing with this one. Have it come down, curve, and it just travels away. That one don't need one. They all don't need what I'm doing. Okay. Make some of them appear to be sitting back a little bit more than others. Okay. Like that guy can sit in the back, and this guy can pop up just like that. I'm drawing right off the tape. Okay. That's why you don't see it. It's because that's where the tape is, so it doesn't kind of matter. But what I'm doing is one of these numbers. I'm getting it. Let's have this one at a curve. Press at a curve. Come on in. Then I'll lighten this one up a little bit, just like that. Just like so. Not all of them need it. Okay. I'll bring that one in a little bit more. There. Maybe a little bit of a point there with him. Give him a little more ripples. I tend to draw mine a little stiff. So we'll put some curves in there. Okay. Oh, maybe one right here. And then we'll curve him down. Give him a little more light on this side, like that. Just like that. Okay. All right. If I wanted to play with it a little bit more, I'll do it when I do the bottom leaves. The bottom leaves will be an explosive type of red, maybe. We'll see. Okay, let's give it a little rim here. Give it a slight push and come on in. That's for one. Give it a slight push, come on in. Slight push, come on in. Slight push, and this one come on in, come down a little further, just like that. Set that guy back a little bit. And we're going to do it again. Nothing but pure paint, no medium. Give a slight push, give it a strong edge, and we come again. If you want to overlap a little bit. This one here, come back in. And right here, come back in, come a little further downward. This one here, and come down, curve, go on around, disappear a little bit. Just like that. All right. I kind of like that. Not too bad. Okay, I'm just rinsing off the brush, getting the paint off. I'm still, looking at it here and there. I'm getting a little bit of green, just a little bit of that green. I'm gonna bring some of that green out into this a little bit, just like that, just like that. And then I'm gonna take the smallest bit of yellow and go yet over that too, just like that. Just to brighten that up a little bit. Make that disappear. Just like that. Give it a little green in there. Okay. All right. So as of right now, I think that's a pretty much done deal. Let's go to that one hanging around in the back there. You see him? That guy? We're going to get a little bit. This one's going to be a little bit bluer in the back. I got white. It's going to be a little bluer because he's in the back. Okay. So he's almost a light blue back here. And I'm going to just take them, I'm going to give them a curve, just like that. And then I'll have one come in like this. And then I'll do another one, a little point there, then bring him in, a little point there. Just like that, he's coming around. Just like that, tips there. A little bit of push, and you come in. A little tiny push, come in. Let's leave, well no, let's give him one, just like that. Drag him in like that. Leave that one alone. Let him stay dark blue. Getting some more paint right on the tip there. Here, you guys can see it right there. That little point, press down and let it go. Let him go like that. Let's put him and give him a nice little something right in there too. Just like that. Just like that. Now, in the back there, I'll just give him a little rim of something right there. Very, very light, faint little something over there. For that guy, he's in, like I said, he's in the back there, just chilling out by himself. Okay. All right. We're gonna go and move down a little bit. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's do something with these guys. They're all done-ish. So we're gonna highlight these guys with a little bit of, maybe a little bit of yellow, a little dab of red, and some white. Okay, you need a little more yellow than that, though. I think that will work. Put some white in that, brighten that up a little bit. If it's too reddish, then you move your paintbrush to another spot. Okay, with this guy, we'll start right from here. We give him a little press down and just like that, just that. Okay, and we'll do another one right here, just like that, and we'll bring one downward like that, just like so, and we'll bring one another direction downward, just like that, and we'll have something cover him up like that, just like that, and maybe a couple of little stripes going down like so. Okay. All right, no more, no less than one of those. That's just for that one. Let's turn this around. That guy. All right. He can be a little different. You can have a little fun with this fella. This fella, you can give a little rim, and he goes in like that. Goes in like that. Quick little presses in one direction like that, and you can just curve and make little teardroppy things right there. And like that. That dark guy back there, we can just take regular natural red for him, and we'll just give him a couple of bright little peaks back there like that. Okay, have him come in a little bit, because even though he's bright red, he'll still appear to be in the back there somewhere. All right, I can do some of that with this fellow on the other side. This guy right here. Do the same thing with him. Maybe give him a little bit of red like that, and bring him in, and maybe a little touch in there, a little touch going in there like that. Kind of frame him a little bit, maybe like that. Now he looks like a rim of another color, looking like that. Okay. I can do the same thing with this fella too if I wanted to, but I'll keep him, the one on the other side, I'll keep him like that. All right, I kind of like the way that's looking. I'm gonna take some of this red, and I'm gonna put some of that red on the dark side here, just like that. Just like that. I'll rub it in with my finger. Just put them in there a little bit, just like that. I'm gonna do a little bit of that here too on this. You guys can't see that. We'll draw back out a little bit. Okay, we're aiming downward. Just a little bit of red. Just like that. And I'll just use my finger, I'll rub some of that in there. And give him a little something too. There, don't want him to be entirely alone. Just like that. Okay. And we didn't even put in the bigger plants yet, but we will. Just like so. Okay. Let's go back up. We got 2 petals to play with here. Okay, these guys I may want a wee bit on the I'll make them a little bit on the orange side maybe. So I'm getting red, I'm getting some yellow, and I'm gonna throw some white in here. Get it kind of on the light orangey side here. he's still going to be quite a firebrand of a plant here. Okay, something like that. I think that'll work for these guys. This kind of weird orangey looking look. Getting some medium. I'm going to loosen up this paint just a little bit. Now I'm just going to block these fellas in right now. Okay, and here we go. We're just blocking them in, blocking the shape. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing with him. Just like that. Come on around like that. So I'm just blocking him in, just like so. I'm going to block this guy in too. Now, he has like a ripple here. There's ripples all in this guy. So it'd be a ripple here, a ripple here. Actually, that ripple would end right about here. He'll be a little darker. There's an underneath to this plant. So I'm going to cover this guy pretty good right to the edge of the other plant, just like so. Don't worry about the streakiness and whatnot. We'll take care of that later. All of that. Don't worry about none of that. Just like that. Okay. Let's we're gonna darken this. We'll just regular red. Darken him like that. Just like that. Give him a little peak in there too. There, just like that. He's red underneath. Might make him a little darker. Never know. Okay, in here in this curve, well, we'll get a little bit of, tiny bit of blue. Okay. Oh, we'll kind of stroke him out like this. Just like that. And we'll give him a little something right in here too. And bring him out like that. Oh, let's see. Maybe a little bit of dark right in here. Oh, let's see here. No, I think I'll make him mostly dark. Just like that. Cover him right in like this. And then he come out and come to a little dip. And the rest of this will be dark. We'll make him bold inside. And that'll be the one flipping out. Like that. I think I can deal with that. And we'll work with that. Okay. Now that I just did that one side, we're going to go over here on the other side. Try to match that same vibe there. Getting some more of that same color. Okay, and we'll block him in the same way. Block him in. Block him in, just like that. Block the whole thing. Just like this. Block him in. All one color. Try to. Because it looks like I'm going to fail. I'm going to try. Just like that. I'm trying to block them all in with the same color here. It doesn't matter if he's all patchy and looking kind of crazy. It's all right. Because we're going to straighten all that out. Don't worry. Don't panic. There. Just block him in. That's all you're doing right now is blocking this guy in. All right. That's all. Block him in. Okay, let's clean that off. That little orangey color there, which is fine. Okay, let's get some more, actually, no, let's build a shadow. Nice deep maroon color, why not? Especially up around here, it's fairly dark. And it kind of curves out. It's like that, curves out. We're going to really have it curve out around here, give him a nice little dark dip right in there, and I'll lighten it up. Because remember, these things are real flary, you know, but just like that. And we'll build off a shadow right here, a little bit of shadow here, maybe most of that's in shadow, a little bit of that it's in shadow. Oh, we'll have one curve this way in shadow. He's in shadow a little bit like that. And you build everything off of this, okay? Just like that. Curve it around like that. Okay, I know it looks extremely blatant, right? For such a light color, then you got all that deep dark right there. That's all right. We are gonna work with it, people. Get some yellow this time. Get some yellow, yellow, yellow. Get a little bit of white in that yellow, brighten that yellow red up. And the smallest amount, and I mean smallest amount of red. Okay. Get some medium. And let's go for this guy. We're going to go out, push, and you're gonna lightly go in like that. Push, lightly go in. Give him a curve, just like that. With that fella anyway, and we're gonna curve him. And a little baby one right there. And then we're gonna go, we'll give him he's going over this plant, so we'll give him one curve like that, but we'll bring the rest of him around like that. Bring him in there, just like so. Okay, all right. This guy here, boom, and boom. Maybe another one right here, and come on in like that, just like that. All right, just like that. Circle them right in there. Okay. Let's play with this guy. We'll have just like that. For 1, for 2, and nice angle. Go on in there. That one, go on in. For that one, bring him out like that, and we're gonna bring him up and around like that. And we're gonna have one curve like that, just like that, while he comes inward, and we'll bring him into that dark. We'll bring this one into that dark a little bit too, just like that. Bring him right in there, just like that, and we'll highlight the edge of that a little bit, just like that. Okay. Now that I just did that, let's see if I got a little bit of dark left. Not too impressive, but we'll work with it. We'll give him a shadow in there like that. And we'll kind of give him one like that around in there. Okay. Let's clear that up a little bit, because I don't like that spot. Therefore, I'm going to have to strengthen that just a little bit. I'll go like this. Curve him. Come out. Come out. Come out. I want to curve him the other way like that, and bring him right down in like that. Now that I feel better with. I like that a little bit better. Matter of fact, I like that so much, I'm going to go on the other side and do a little bit of that right here. Curve him out. Curve him. Curve him, curve him, and bring him right in like that. Cause I just like the way that looks. Okay. Let's see. As I'm looking at it, staring at it, now I'll give him a little tip of something right here too, just like that, and bring him in like that. Okay. Let's take the remainder of this pinky orangey color. And we're going to just like that. I'll bring him in a little bit more, just like that. There we go. I'll wipe some of it away, just like that. Bring that in like so. I'm gonna get a little bit of white, just a little bit of white. I'm gonna start to frame and highlight some of these guys here, just like that. Just a couple of them, and we'll give a little push, little push, little push. I'm just framing that leaf a little bit. Okay, and I'm just using the tip of the color, tip of the paint on the brush a little bit, just like that. And maybe curve him around like that. Let's give this guy a little push. I'm put a little yellow and white over here. And we're going to just give a little push here. A little push, bam, man. Go on in. A little push, bam. Go on in like that. Oh, right here. A little push, And we'll drag him in there. A little push, drag him in. I like that yellow-white mix. Give him here a little push and drag him all the way back there. A little push, drag him in there. A little push right there. A little push, and drag him right up in there like that. Put him right in there like that. All right. There. Just like so. Okay. Now, those might be a little too white. So, how do you correct that? That's a little too white. You want to bring it back to that yellow stage. So just add yellow to it. All right. No big deal. Glaze that yellow on, and all of a sudden, white turns yellow. Just like that. Okay, just like this. Just like that. Now, white became yellow. Okay. Glaze a little bit more yellow on it if you want. Up to you. Okay. This fellow here, I like a little white-yellow mix. No medium, just a white-yellow mix. And we'll brighten that fold out a little bit, just like this. There. And then we'll bring him in. Just like that. Okay. So, he's curved in there pretty decently. Okay. Get a little more yellow. I'm mixing it in with the tiniest bit of white. Okay. And we're gonna just and we'll give him a little curve here. And we'll bring some of it in there like that. Just a little bit there. Like that. Okay. All right. As I'm checking it out, we can pull back a little bit and you see what this looks like totally. Okay. Something like that. All right. That's not too bad. He's definitely different looking. I'm still somewhat struggling with him, but I think nobody will dispute me that it is not an iris. It is one. I don't know if it's a well painted one, but it is one. So bring a little bit of him in there. Really push him in there like that. Just like that. Okay. All right. Let's see here. As I'm looking at it, here and there, I guess I can glaze a little bit of shadow color. I'm just getting pure glycerin right now. A little touch of blue. Just a little touch of blue. The slightest touch of red into it. And it's just a glaze, light glaze here. And I'll play with a little bit of we'll play with a little bit of glazing shadow here and there. Just like that. We'll bring it out like that. Just like that. And it's just me glazing on a little bit of, just little bits of shadow, not everywhere. Right under here a little bit here, travel it around. See, with the glaze, you can move it around a little. There. There. And a little shadow back here. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. I can bring some of this and darken in some of those spots here that might need to be touched up a little bit. Just like that. Even in some of the white parts there. We can shadow in some things there. Not everywhere. Maybe a little dark red in here. And some out back here a little bit. Just like that. And we can shadow some of these fellas here. Real light shadow. Okay. Right here. Just like that. Okay, we'll leave this guy alone. I think we've did enough with him right now. Let's put some gigantic green looking leaves in here. So we're gonna get some blue. I know, ironic, right? A little bit of yellow. Okay. There. And a slight touch of red in that. We'll deepen this. Get a little bit of medium. And we're gonna put some big leaves in here in the bottom. Okay. We'll start right here. Just like this. Look, watch. Just like that, and it curves just like that. Leave it just like that. Okay, it's a nice one there. Oh, we'll put another one in there. Wide, just like that, and we'll have them come up a little more like that. And you can put them all over the place. I'm just getting some more blue. I'm just getting a little bit more yellow. Put it in there. Slight touch of red, very slight. Get some medium going. Ooh, it's a lot of medium there. But that'll get everything flowing a little bit. Okay, we'll put one coming up. Nice wide one right here. Just like that. Nice wide one coming up. Just like so. Just curve him around like that. Up. Try not to make them all the same size. You would have a bad habit of doing that, more likely. Put a short one right there. Okay. We'll have one coming on the other side right here, back here. And have him curve around like that. Alright, he's coming right down below the page there. Okay. Oh, how about one crossing one? One cross the other one. Just like that. And he comes up. Way up, comes past there like that. Just like that. Come around. Put a little body to that one there. He's snaking right around. Like, well, let's make him bigger and come around and back like that. Okay. Interesting little patterns and shapes and doodads and whatnot. Have him snaking around, coming this way, up there like that. Okay. Make him, some of these fill in, and he comes around like that. All right, we get a little bit of white into the blue-ish. Okay, and we'll just start playing with things. Come out like that. And all sorts of little interesting little patterns and stuff. You can start, rubbing in on these guys like this. Okay. Get a little bit of yellow on one. We'll have them come around. Get thick, like a little fold, and just like that. All sorts of things you can do here to liven it up, brighten it up, Just like that, and you fade some of them in there, bring one in front of the other, just like this. Okay. Just like that. If you want, you bring some back with more blue, just like this. Put them in there. Vary the colors of these guys a wee bit, just like that. Darken some of that in there. Get a little bit of red. A little bit of red. Oh, put that red one right here. Kind of reddish. Just like that. Maybe a little bit of that red up in here in this guy. You know, vary the colors a little bit. Okay. It's all right. A little bit dark here with this fella. And come on down like that. Okay. Little touch of white. Smallest touch of white. And we'll pop a little something there with him. I'm gonna soften that, don't worry. Not hard to soften it. Just take some water a little bit, just back and forth, just like that. Soften it up. Just like so. Alright. Little rim of color. And we'll pop some of that in there like that. Add some texture to some of these guys. Yeah, a little texture. Why not? Texture them up a little bit. Just like that. A little bit of something there too. I'm gonna get because they're all seemingly pointing in one direction, so we got to have something pointing in another direction. They all seem to be pointing in one direction. We might not want that, so get a nice batch of color with this guy. We'll give him a little more body, to make him a little thicker, and he's gonna come in the back of this plant, a little thicker right there. Come on, sharper edge. Okay, and we're gonna get him going right about here. Have him curve, just like that. All right. So, kind of even out some of this stuff with some of these dark guys. We'll put one right here too. Right here, crossing over like that. I'm just getting some more of that dark color, make them a little more solid. Right up in here. Just like that. Okay. Just like this. Just like that. Okay. All right. Get a little bit of white. And we'll texture some of him in there too, like that. Just like that. Put a little something in here too. Yeah, a little bright something right in there. Just like that. All right. I'm gonna get a little bit of red. Just a little bit. And some white. A little bit of something like this. I'll give him a little playful, a little pinky edge to him, just like that. Some interesting tips of color. Why not? All right, and just like that. Just little bits of, just like that. Just like that. A little touch of medium, loosen up what little bit of paint I got left for this pinkish color. And just on the tips, maybe a little punch, a little color like that. Come on in. So, like I say, it is different. Let's pull back and let's see what it looks like. And we're gonna more water, loosen up this paint just a little bit. I work with Grumbacher Everybody acrylic paint. Alright, and I think I'll put it right down in between here somewhere. Just like this. And just like that. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's take tape off. Let's pull this back. Let's see what we got here. I'll put a couple of why not? I'll put a couple of them in here, little bubble thingies. Why not? I'll even put one, have a little drip right here, just like that. I'll put a couple of them in here real quick. I'll put one right in here too. Nice size one right here. Okay, and maybe one dripping right around here. I'll do them real fast here. Put one right here. I'll do a little bit better than that. There we go. So we'll put some of them guys in there. And you just destroy the bottom edge, the inside edge rather. Get it nice and milky in there. You're just destroying the bottom, the bottom edge of this guy. There we go. Feel it right in there. Hopefully you're able to do it before it dries out, basically. And if not, you're gonna have to just kind of create it. And you just wipe it on out there, bleach it out there, just like that. And that's basically what I'm doing. You gotta have some of the color shine through. You can't really totally bleach all this out. Okay, wipe some of that away. There. Okay, and we get a nice little dot of white. Pop that dot of white in there. Pop that dot of white right there. Pop that dot of white right in there. Right in here. And pop a dot of white right up in there like that. Just like that. So we got a few of them with some little bubblies going around in there. Okay. Just around the petals there. Or the leaves. 5 quick ones there. So that isn't too bad. Put a little dark, trace that. There we go. A little bit of something down here on the bottom here. Just on the bottom. On the bottom, a little shadow there. On a few of them. Okay, you won't really be able to see it unless you're really up on it. But okay, guys, I thank you for watching this. I hope you learned something. And I'll see you when I see you. Until next time, peace.